What a wild morning at C2E2 in Chicago. The convention has just started, and it's already been mired in a bunch of controversy as Anna, that Star Wars girl, has had her press pass removed from the convention. We know that Shane Davis, Ethan Van Sciver, and Jon Malin had their table removed so that they couldn't set up and sell their comic books. It's a crazy cancel fest. And what happened to Jon Malin this morning is absolutely insane as well. We're going to get into the news in just a moment as we talk about that. I am the original canceled from conventions person. So I, in 2018, got banned from the World Science Fiction Convention as a professional science fiction writer. They called me a racist bully on their website. I sued them. They spent over $130,000 on me. I won. I got paid. I got an apology from them publicly for libeling me as racist. But this happened to me as well. I went to the convention. I actually recorded it. It's on one of my old live streams. It's somewhere on the channel. And I walked in. I tried to go buy a pass anyway. And security was informed just on site by me. And they went and harassed me and escorted me out. And I filmed the whole thing. The lady who was in charge of security, some weird lesbian lady, wouldn't have a dialogue about anything. It was just about hate. It was just about cancel culture. And the reason they did that to me really is because I'm a vocal Trump supporter. And the guy in charge of the convention, World Science Fiction Con, was a raging homosexual who just wanted to attack me personally because his homosexual boyfriend was triggered so much about Trump that they didn't want science fiction writers in the industry to be able to get a foothold who aren't a part of their woke agenda. And I've been fighting for years, and I've been producing my books for years. They didn't stop me. They actually just, helped me grow my platform from nothing. At the time, I was a nobody at the time. I had probably 300 followers. And I got up to about 3,000 on Twitter overnight. I wasn't really on YouTube much at the time. But I've sold a lot of books since then, and I've continued to maintain a career of selling my science fiction books, 18 novels, 12 graphic novels, and counting, because I just work my tail off. I don't care. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can cancel me now. I make my own. I sell them on my own website here. I'm uncancelable, and it's awesome. It feels really, really good, and we've sold so many books this last week, especially this one, Overmind, an Ayla Rin adventure. This is my new science fiction comic series, and it's actually multimedia. I've got a novel that goes along with it. It's called The Immortal Edge. But if you want to start reading my books, and if you want to support, people who have been canceled, this is a really good book. And I've been trying to tell people this morning about it. It's got an interesting message about social media mobs and the like, but I've done it really well within a really finely world-built science fiction universe. So if you like action adventures, if you like the old school stuff like Valerian, if you like Saga, but no degeneracy in it, you're going to enjoy this. This is classic space opera that's so much fun. This link's in my description below. My web store. Buy Overmind. I'm shipping out today, and we've sold a lot of copies this last week on the heels of this Warhammer controversy. So thank you guys for buying and supporting our books. 150 books overall that we've done between this and Amazon over this week, and we're just getting started. We're building a Space Marine comic now and doing even more. But let's get into what's going on with Jon Malin. Now, back to the lore on this for the stream supporters, if you know. Jon Malin is a fellow who was canceled by Marvel Comics back in 2017. And what happened at the time, he was on cable, and he was a libertarian guy. He's not really even like right-wing conservative. He got banned there because of his vocal Trump support. Immediately, he got picked up by your boy Zach, who ran the channel Diversity in Comics at the time, which is now Comics Matter with your boy Zach, and they made Jawbreakers. They did a crazy, crazy crowdfund, which was the biggest in history at the time. And I remember even a kid who went into a comic shop in Washington State, that's the Seattle area, got banned from the comic shop just for asking if they were going to carry a copy of the book once it got to a retail edition. Wow. That got even crazier as they were supposed to publish through a small publisher. That publisher got harassed by Mark Waid, and lawsuits ensued over the whole thing. And this really spiraled quite the movement here of rebellion against Marvel and DC Comics, because these people, like conventions, bookstores, just what gets printed or not. They literally do blacklist. They're out there to harm you. They hate you. They want you dead. And you've seen the Whisper Network. If you run anywhere afoul of them, they will. They want to bully you into Minecrafting yourself. They want to make it impossible for you to make any money anywhere. They'll report you on various platforms. I've been banned from Indiegogo. I've been banned from Patreon, all because of people harassing me, trying to get me deplatformed everywhere as well. And this is, there's a whole group of us. It's not just one of us. It's not just a few. Now, C2E2, as I mentioned, these guys got their table taken away. It was under nebulous circumstances. What happened over that? They claimed they were like subletting the table by having multiple artists at one table. Now, that's BS because multiple artists are at tables all the time. Tables host other people out all the time. So that's not what happens at these conventions whatsoever. Now, these guys were doing it together because they're pretty much a group. I mean, they stream all the time together. They're friends. They've built their businesses together. And so it's ridiculous. And they asked C2E2 earlier, how do we go about doing this? Should we get 3 tables or whatever? And they told them to get one. And then they changed it and said that was against their terms of service at some point and wouldn't allow them to do anything different. And of course, wouldn't talk to them, nothing. It seems like it was politically motivated. And then a week later, when Anna, that Star Wars girl, got her press pass removed, being told, we're looking for diverse contributors to the press. It was like, it looks like something odd is happening here. Now, this was a live stream on Jon Malin's channel this morning, and I watched it, and what happened here was Jon Malin walked through the convention, and as you can see on the screen right now, there's a security guard with him. Within just a few minutes, he actually walked into the convention, and this is about 15 minutes in. Security was on him, and they were obviously looking for him, looking at him, and they knew who he was. They probably had a picture of him or something so they could identify him readily, and immediately grabbed a pack of them to swarm upon him as he's just walking down the aisle. Jon's not, this is the morning. He's not drunk. He's not being belligerent. He's not bothering anybody. He's walking down the aisleway, talking to his chat in a camera, like a lot of streamers do at these conventions. I've streamed a lot of conventions myself, and they come upon him and they just swarm upon him. Like he's George Floyd. I don't know. Bad example, maybe. Sorry, Jon. But they escort him out of the convention during this, and he's forced to walk out. He makes some comments at them, and one of them actually reaches for his phone, it looks like, at one point, and he says, "Don't touch my phone." Looks like they're trying to censor and silence him as this is going down. Now, he mentions how people are harassing people for Trump support, trying to make it so we can't have our businesses, can't do anything at these conventions, can't exist at conventions, and he's right. It's exactly 100% of what happens here. Now, this is a security guard company. They're just hired by C2E2. They're just guys making $15 an hour. They're just one of the guards actually says something really ridiculous at one point, which is, "I'm just following orders." I'm dead serious. It's like, wow. If there's one thing to say in a situation where you're persecuting somebody over their beliefs or their politics or whatnot, or who they are, "I'm just following orders," might just be a bad thing to say. I've heard that line used before somewhere. You can tell me in the comments down below where you might have heard it before. And this is crazy. So they were ordered to harass him. Now, this ended up having a happy ending. After some talking and after they worked on it and they talked with somebody at the convention, they allowed Jon Malin back inside. They said, "It doesn't look like you're a threat. Doesn't look like you're bothering anybody. You're not causing a disturbance." And Jon says, "No, I'm not intending on causing a disturbance." And they finally let him back in after this. But still, the precedent is here that they had him identified in advance. They ushered him out. They had him basically detained for a bit. And harassed just for walking around a convention. This is what conservatives have to deal with in the arts. It's really difficult. It's not a fun time to exist for any of us. And this is what we have to. This is pure oppression. It's intimidation tactics. It's harassment just because of who we are, not because of anything that we've actually done. Now, crazy stuff. And, this is not going to get reported many other places. A lot of people are going to downplay it and say, he did get let back in. But this kind of harassment doesn't happen to other people. Can you imagine if this happened to some black lady? Because they're like, the black lady looks suspicious because she's black. Like, what would be happening in that instance? We would have, like, race riots across America, and C2E2 would be shut down. All these people would be fired just for this small detaining. That's how it works these days. But if you're a Trump supporter, you don't have rights in America anymore, especially when it comes to the arts. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to support banned comics like Overmind on my web store, guys. I've got an Amazon link, Subscribestar, and channel memberships. Please come support the resistance to what's going on. We are leading the charge here, and I appreciate you for being there. See you.